I say this many times that this race is your race, and what you put into these races is what you get out of these races. And especially in New York, what we see are these people that show up time and again to volunteer, people that are constantly saying, I'd like to be a part of this, I have an idea. And I love all of that, and I think that the reason this race is so successful is because constantly, over and over again, we're going back to the drawing board and we're asking the community, what can we do here? What do we need here in our race? Like, what is something new and exciting? And so it's only because of this community that I think that this race is successful. Let me show you real quick. So like, some of these are more graphics, and so it's more of like zoning in on an area, being abstract, blurriness, and then like telling like a very clean, simple version of story through text. My name is Darcy Budworth. I am the founder of Take the Bridge. Take the Bridge is an unsanctioned running race, which means that you show up to one given spot that we give you, and we give you a number of checkpoints to hit, and then you need to come back to the start. And so because of that, the distance is very unknown, and the idea is that one, you're creating your own race by choosing the routes that you're doing to get to each checkpoint. What also ends up happening is you're collaborating with other people and trying to figure out what route you're going to do. And then even once you're out there in the race, you're working together to get through this race. You're running side by side with people. Which way are you going? We're going this way. Should I go with them? Should I not? Any of that. I'm lost. Oh my God, let's find this checkpoint together. All of these things happen in the middle of this race. And so part of that, because of that, it brings people together. And instead of racing independently, you're racing together. What we're kind of playing with in the event space is reflectivity, just because what we say about this race is your race. So like in reflectivity, we're reflecting back on the community that's created the race. And then also lights that are kind of like showing the path of the race itself. And so you see that kind of here, here, and here. At a certain point early on in Take the Bridge, I just realized that I don't have all the answers, and to be creative, I think what's so important is a collaboration and working with other people. And so as part of that, what we started doing very early on is going to different run clubs and saying, do you want to host? Do you want to be a part of this? And letting each run club have a say as to what they wanted at the race. And so what that means is that every single race is completely different. We've never done the same route twice in 10 years. And every single race, I work with these local run clubs and say, what do you feel like this community needs right now in racing? Where's an area that we need to support in racing? For almost every race, I ask for our brands to send me jackets or something special for the volunteers, and then I hand make them jackets every time, just as a special thank you to everybody. The guy who I was paying to tie-dye, he showed me this method of literally just scrunching things up. And so I've just been doing it that way instead, because I found that like when you wrap things up and tie it up or whatever, it just looks very manufactured, where like this feels very organic. So I just prefer this method. So. What?
Cameo by Cameo.
I think it's totally okay that he's in this too.
Yeah. What drew you to Saucony as a race partner?
So I always try to look for brands that are doing innovative things within the run scene, the run culture, but also that are helping to support the community. And that's something that I saw right away when I was in Paris with them. And whenever I see something like that, I just know that that's a partner, that's a brand that I want to be working with. There you go. That's it. I'm super excited that we're going to be having the Speed 5 as part of the Take the Bridge race kit. And the Speed 5 has a lower profile than both of these, still really great for racing, and it has a nylon plate instead of a carbon plate, which means that it still also has a really good energy return, which is going to be great for all of the sharp turns that we're going to be having through the streets, any like quick stops. All of that is supported by this Speed 5 that we're introducing with this kit.